We got a nickname for anyone who trifles with us guards here in Windhelm. Suicide.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. I ask only for a little charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. The divine smile on those who show mercy and charity. Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. I ask only for a little charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. The divine smile on those who show mercy and charity. Spare a coin for a poor old woman. A few septims for my supper is all I ask. I ask only for a little charity. Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got nothing? I ain't asking for much. Just a few septims. It's so good to see. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Everyone says Yorland Greymane is the best smith in Skyrim. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Yorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric his rightful glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Short bones. I might just have to. Whether it's armor you...
Father says we need to just get on with our lives. Like it's that easy.
I don't haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere.
What do you want? No, got no time for a Nord who thinks he's... I told you I've got no...
I travel
There's
more,
no
but
clock.
who wants to
They
deal with
call
all the
me a war
soldiers these
hero.
days?
I'm no... If Ulfric had his way, anyone who wasn't a Nord would be shit right.
Need something?
The sooner this war ends, the sooner we can all get on with our lives. Yeah?
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King, with his voice, shouted him apart.
Oh, did you need something? Need something?
Got no time for a Nord who thinks he's better than everyone else. Keep walking.
Good morning. Good morning.
Cookware, knives, and other goods for the home, all at reasonable prices.
Oh, did you need something?
Assorted wares and fools you just... live without. Come! See for yourself.
I told you I've got no patience for fools. Keep walking.
Buying and selling a wide range of assorted goods, the best selection. In Windhelm.
wish the Nords, Argonians, and Dark Elves in Windhelm got along better. We Argonians do the work the Nords don't want to do. You talked Torbjorn down? I'm impressed. Here I was saving this for a rainy day. Maybe now I can afford a few more for my people. Take it. May the earth beneath your feet be always soft.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore.
Ours is to smile at your passing, friend. The Nords don't appreciate us, but so what? I don't know. Look, we don't have much. Another day, another dangerous place. Don't expect me to see young folks are too happy to break their backs for the Nords. They forget what it was like to swim free.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Have you taken care of that little problem? Thank you, thank you! Azura's prophecy always guides you to fortune. Speaking of fortune, here. Everything I earned from my last shipment. It's yours. I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I could. I do some business with the trade caravans, and I've picked up a number of items from adventurers like yourself. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come again. Good to see you. You already know all that I know.
Waiting.
Spare a coin.
I
Talos
do not
rewards the
enjoy
generous.
waiting. What is on your mind?
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. I'm glad you were able to correct your mistake. I'll release Windhelm immediately. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
I thought I gave you something to do. Not entirely true, though not entirely false either. Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him. The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We're wrested from them soon enough. We must. Its central position is key. To Whiterun with you.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
I've spent my life serving Talos. I don't plan to stop now, no matter what the Empire says.
Ugh. Been tending your hounds? You smell like a wet dog.
Watch yourself out there.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
We heading out? Let's get going.
We going? Lead the way.
Are you ready to proceed? You lead, I follow.
I hope someday we'll get to know each other better. It's for sale if you've got the coin. That's your best offer? I suppose so. She's the one with the saddle. Sometimes the difference between life and death is a swift steep.
Yes?
Always something going wrong. Mill needs more lumber or the saw needs sharpening. I run the mill, so I'm a busy woman. What is it? If you've got an axe, you can always make gold chopping wood. That I am. My father left it to me after he died in the Great War against the elves. I don't care what's going on in the world. Rebellion, dragons awakening. The mill is enough trouble for me to worry about. Sorry, I thought Skull the Elder sent you. We've got an order to fill, and he's not known for patience. Look, if you're heading towards Dawnstar anytime soon, can you give the Jarl this note? Let him know he'll get his lumber. Thanks. Good day. I...
Patrol! Patrol!
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet.
You don't have a chance.
need something?
Hard to believe I ever complained about Riften being cold.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
The chanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Sky. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor. Salvos doesn't care for politics. He likes to believe the college is removed from the rest of Skyrim.
The Archmage believed it important. It must be powerful.
We don't know that. We don't even know what it is. Where is Arin anyway?
In his quarters with that Thalmor on Kano. Something urgent, it sounded like.
All right, that's enough. Let's return to our business, please.
Can you possibly help Jazargo? All right, then.
Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these. Fight well.
I think the college is due for a change in
It is
leadership.
difficult to admit, but Jazargo could still use some help. Jazargo has seen that Toldir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Jazargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this? Jazargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Jazargo stand out as a mage. But Jazargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Jazargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no? You tell Jazargo when you are ready. You can resist, can you? Let's see. This one, I think. Jazargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak, with a twist. It is especially potent against the undead, and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Jazargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work. Jazargo awaits word of how well his scrolls work.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Old Merry Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Please do not be alarmed. What you learn
mean you
here
no
will
harm.
last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthal. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm. He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
Well, what is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
I am in your way. I am sorry.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. Has Tofdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. All right then.
Enchanting services are one of the few things. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own. Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. Or I suppose, if he can feel at all. Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose I could use another one, but, well, it sounds silly, but mine has sentimental value. If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me? My alembic. I need it for some research and can't seem to find it. Take care now.